about the patterns, like if we were to unpack ultimately those patterns, there's really kind of one pattern. If you unpack every negative, non-resourceful state and all that, there's really one pattern that it gets in our way, that stops us. And what pattern do you think that is? Fear. Who said fear? Oh, Avery, you get a high five too. Look at that. That's right. Give her some love. It's fear. It's fear, that four-letter word, like golf. But it's not just fear. There's some deep fear underneath it. The fear is ultimately is that we're not enough. Think about it. We're afraid to sometimes take action because we're not going to be good at it. We're afraid we might fail. We're afraid it might not look good. We're afraid that maybe I'm going to alienate. If I get rich, if I become a millionaire, then people are going to start hating on me. They're going to start judging me. If I get healthy, if I lose that weight, I'm going to lose connection. My family's not going to support me anymore. Some of us get addicted to the sympathy. We get addicted to people checking in on us. And again, another conversation for another time, but it does happen where all of a sudden we get our self-worth because people are checking in on us for how effed up things are for us. Does that make sense? And it's getting more prevalent now because more people are getting effed up because of what's going on in the world. But it gives a great opportunity. And by the way, we're seeing and I don't want to get political. I don't want to go down this road. I just want you to be aware. People get addicted to all the support they get for the situation they've been put in. We are in an abusive relationship with our government at the moment. And it's not purpose. I'm not going to say it's malevolent. It just could be a byproduct of people falling prey to a simple, instinctual survival mechanism because our brain will do anything to avoid pain. So when someone comes along and says, ooh, here's a little ointment, it's going to numb it a little bit. Our brain goes, well, all right, I guess it's kind of going to work. Because going out and doing the work is scary. Going out and doing the work is risky. Going out and doing the work and putting ourselves in environments that are unknown, that are getting more pressure, can be incredibly overwhelming and challenging and easy to fall prey because there's going to be more people going, that's fucked up. Wow, you're doing that now? And a lot of other people going, there's a lot of handouts here. You know what you could do? You could just do nothing and we'll pay you. We'll get paid to do nothing. And like, ooh, that sounds kind of easy. And it's not, I'm not going to go down the spiritual warfare that could be happening and all of that it's malevolent. Let's just say it's just natural byproduct of human nature, which is why spiritual work is so vital and challenging. The pattern that we've been running underneath it all, that first fear is that we are not enough. We're not good enough, smart enough, funny enough, tall enough, pretty enough. Some enoughness, and then what's really underneath that, which many of us have a tough time admitting, is what's underneath that is that if I'm not enough, I won't be loved. That's really our fear of loneliness, of not being accepted, drives that fear where we're like, I'll do whatever it takes. How many people know someone who stayed in a terrible relationship far too long? And from the outside looking in, and even from when we were doing it, we're like, how did I do that? Well, the exact same way all these other crazy things are happening right now. People are willing to stay in terrible situations to avoid the fear of what might happen to leave. Well, at least this idiot's better than the one I might meet. At least this government check is better than the one that I may not get if I go for that competition out there, if I go and invest, if I go start my business. Getting in a routine, and then you hang out with people, go, it's okay. Yeah. Hey, did you hear about this other thing we could go for? There's another grant you could go for. Now, again, this is just human nature. This is not, I'm not going to make anyone wrong for it. It's just what we do. We've all done it. How many of all right, I'm sure I'm not the only one. How many ever got unemployment and had a job off the books? Right? So at least we had a job. We just enhanced it, right? Yeah. And so look, I understand, but at least those who are doing that, who are gaming the system in that way, or at least contributing and adding value, they're not starting to live off of that. So here's what I want you to do. Think for a moment. We're going to take just a couple of minutes, grab a pen and paper, and get present to what has this avoidance of pain cost you? If you were to expire today, what would be in your box? What does it cost you? What have you missed out on? What leverage could you get on yourself right now? What opportunities have you lost? What investment opportunities did you pass up? Who's no longer in your life, maybe because of some of those decisions that you avoided, maybe the activities, the actions you didn't take, and write them down. It's counterintuitive, I know. But in order for you and I to transform, we need that leverage. Otherwise, we'll just be okay standing in a pile of should. I should have done this. I should have done that. How has your health suffered? How have your relationships suffered? You know, and when we look back at real estate deals, I know Heidi and I, where we live, oh my goodness, if we had gotten in 10 years ago, we would be on a next level, exponentially so. If a 40,000 or 50,000 property is going for 400 now, imagine if we had invested in those then. What has that fear cost you? What opportunities did you miss out on, personally and professionally? Did you stay in a relationship too long? Did you not go for it? Did you not walk up to someone and say hello? And maybe you could ask yourself, what did it cost when I was posing, not willing to get vulnerable? And is that showing up right now as you're looking to find those things? Because it's so painful to even think about. Because if you want true, lasting transformation, we've got to get present to the patterns we've been running that got us here. Wherever you are right now in any part of your life is a direct result of the patterns you have been running. And in order to change those patterns, we've got to do this diagnostic and get present to what they are. Otherwise, we'll keep repeating them. And it's a defense mechanism that you and I have. As soon as things start getting uncomfortable or painful, then we'll crack a joke. We'll distract ourselves with something because the pain is too great. But if you're willing to do what's hard now so that you can have freedom in the future, wouldn't it be worth it? All right, take as much time as you need in the next minute of clock time. Get real. No judgment, just get present. I get it. Ugh. All right, so let's shake that off. Everybody on your feet. On your feet. All right. Now, this time, face that wall. Everyone face that wall. Put your arms up like you're doing the Michael Jackson dance and give the person in front of you a massage. Wake them up. Interrupt that pattern. And tell them how you like it. That's right. It feels good. Make some noise. That's right, Kim. Put some energy. Dance it out. And switch. You got your new partner. If you like it hard, let them know. If you want it somewhere else, you can let them know that too. All right, all right. Thank your partner. Tell them you rock and so do I. So, just so we're also clear, remember we had this one conversation, like if I tell you something, if Walter tells you something, if Terry, Mitch, Christine, Heidi, if anybody tells you anything, it means nothing. But when you tell you something, it means everything. Do you see how quickly and ecologically you changed your state from that dark bleh, to laughing and light, just like that? So hopefully by now you are acknowledging this isn't hyperbole. What we're doing here is not just for entertainment purposes. This is true education. This is you generating emotional intelligence so that you can live at the cause, not the effect of your life. Does that make sense? Right? So when things happen, it's healthy to take an action. The actions you take are what's going to determine the trajectory of your future. So if your response to pain is to anesthetize with a non-resourceful behavior, that is what's going to take you to the next level. So if you're avoiding the pain rather than pushing through the pain, acknowledging that the pain exists and have a vision that pulls you towards it, we can manifest anything. We can overcome anything. Does that make sense? Awesome. Give yourselves a hand. That's right. So, now let's think conversely. If that is a non-resourceful state, and what's inside fear? Anger, frustration, bitterness, resignation, right? Those are all the crap fears, crap states. On the other side of that coin are powerful states. Yes or yes? So let's start shouting out some of these empowered states. What would be an empowered state? Confidence. Awesome. Yeah. Love, gratitude, truth. I heard joy, courage, giving. Well, so I got a better one. Okay, Ken. It was Ken. Yeah, thank you, Kevin. How about this? Right? That's what I know. That's what you were going for. I know. Thank you for your honesty. All right. So let's see. We got that. Yeah. Oh, you can take a picture of all of them in a moment. All right. What else? What are some other powerful, resourceful states? Determination. Did I hear happiness? Happy. Ooh, perseverance. The will, yes. Ooh, discipline. What was that? Responsibility. Balance. Ooh, open to receive. I like that one. Let's see here. Open and honesty. Thank you, honey. Ooh. Oil. What was that? Accountability. Boom. Nice. Anything else? Ooh, humble. Okay. All right, what else you got? We got another sheet. Positive. I heard empathy and authentic. What was that? Driven. Receptive. Ooh. What did you say? Competitive. I thought you said, I forgot what I thought you said. Yeah, flexible / able to change. What was that? Optimistic. Trustworthy. So what would be the opposite of drama-free? Right. Don't focus on a purple elephant in my hand. Do not focus on a purple elephant in my hand right now. Do not focus on this purple elephant in my hand. Focused. Well, yeah, thank you. But what would be the opposite of drama-free? Focused. What was that? Tranquil. Hope. Liberated. Sincere. Freedom. Oh my goodness. All right. Holy crap. You guys. First of all, that's freaking awesome. I don't think we've ever had this many words in one shot. Give yourselves a hand. OMG. Okay, so hold on for a minute. We still got more, but I think we could make do with this for the moment, shall we? But I want to acknowledge you because here's what sometimes happens when we're in a room with less positive, extraordinary people. Courage. Yeah. You guys have been amazing. All right, so let's imagine, though, for a moment, that instead of that fear, anger, frustration, depression, what if you showed up, that you were determined, you were happy, you were persevering, you were full of peace, you had the will, the discipline, you had you were a service agent, you were full of responsibility, I can't read my writing, I don't know what that is, you were positive, you were empathetic, authentic, driven, receptive, resilient, respectful, creative, flexible, you were competitive, you were optimistic, trustworthy, focused, tranquil, helpful, liberated, that you were sincere, you were full of freedom, you were able to change. Not only that, you were confident, full of love, gratitude, joy, truth, courage, giving, attractive. You were also open, you were honest, you were vulnerable, patient, loyal, accountable, faith, and full of commitment, and humble at the same time. Oh my gosh, make the sound of this. What does that sound like? This is who you are. Not some bullshit story you've been telling. You came up with this. This is your identity. This is who you are. Not the fear, not the anger, not the pain, not the bullshit. This is who you are. Celebrate this as your identity. Out freaking standing. Holy crap.